Anyways.
Huh? That's the way the judge has said it. Huh?
I didn't know a lot of things about Jeremy. It's always interesting when I hear like news that comes back to me where he's saying that like I'm trying to do things to hurt him or whatever the situation is. Because there are still things I'm learning about him. There are things I didn't know. Like I said about the fugitive from justice situation. I didn't know he had concealed weapons charges. I didn't know about the impersonation charge. And I think he was adjudicated guilty. I didn't even know that until this year. So, it's always funny when he says things like, Jennifer was actively trying to, hurt me or, come after me and she's, trying to get me arrested or she's working with the police, which I guess I was working with the police, whatever. It's funny when he says that, and there's still things I didn't know. I didn't even do like a background check on him or anything. Obviously I didn't do a background check, when we were dating, and I didn't even do a background check after we were dating. I didn't know about his entire record until this year. I was talking to a guy in November. It was just like something completely random. It wasn't for any particular reason, but we were talking. And I don't know how we got on the topic of like exes and stuff, but I was telling him like I was dating this new guy because I was dating my fiance at the time. And then I was saying I met him, after I, broke up with this really crazy person who was like been in the news and stuff. And, and at that time it wasn't that big of a case. Like not a lot of people knew about it. It was just more of like a local thing. And so he was like, yeah, he's like, I think I know who you're talking about. He's like, I think I know who you're talking about. He's like, you dated that guy? And I was like, yeah. I dated that guy. I know in Orange County Deputy Sheriff. We became friends a couple years ago. Not anyone who was involved with the case now. He's a younger guy. And when I was talking to him, I said, yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure, like, you know about, like, my ex, and, he's driving Orange County crazy, like, I'm sure they've been telling you. He didn't know, like, anything about Jeremy in January. He didn't know anything about him. He was just kind of, like, surprised that I would date someone like that. No, I think it shocks people who are, I guess, members of law enforcement. I think it shocks them more that I dated him because, they're used to, I guess, people like Jeremy being seen as the bad guy, like I said. And when you have someone like Jeremy and you have someone like me, they're like, well, why is she with him? Like, she must be, like, crazy or something. So I spoke to someone from the Florida Department of Law Enforcement after he was recording me for no fucking reason. And, I was telling him, like, everything that happened with Jeremy, and I was telling him about myself, and he, like, stopped me, and he was like, what are you doing? He's like, why is a woman like you, he's like, why would a woman like you be with a man like him? He said, I don't understand. He's trying to give me advice and just saying, I understand that, feelings get involved and you fall for certain people. But he told me, he said, he's bad news. Like, you need to stay away from him and, you need to find someone who's on your level. He was telling me that Jeremy is not on my level. And I always kind of knew that. So I settled when I was with him. My standards are much higher today. And I was with Jeremy. I just kind of felt like, okay, well, this guy really likes me, so let me go ahead and give him a chance. And that's a horrible way to look at things. I think when I met Jeremy, he pretended that he loved everything about me. And so it felt really good. When Jeremy, when he loves you, it feels really good. When he doesn't like you, of course, he makes your life a living hell. I'm with this person who is making me feel really good. And, I'm giving him attention as well. So I'm making him feel like he's special and he's making me feel like I'm special. We're kind of feeding each other, like we're giving each other, I guess, what we need because he claimed he wasn't getting attention from his wife. He claims he wasn't getting love and that she wasn't touching him. This is what he says, that, she wasn't allowing him to touch her. It was just sort of like a roommate situation in a way. If I met Jeremy today, no. Of course not. Of course I wouldn't be with him. I don't know what. I don't think Jeremy would have been able to bring my groceries inside my house today. I would have seen through him. I would have known that, he's just a con artist. He'll tell you what he thinks you want to hear. He'll use you up. And then once you are, no longer someone that he can use up, then you're gone. And even if you're not gone, even if you leave first, like I did, he's still going to treat you like crap until you leave. That's just sort of how he is. I thank God every day that I met the man I'm with today, because none of what we have is fake and phony. It is real and authentic and genuine, and that is what I require. I no longer allow people who are fake and phony to be around me. If you cannot be 100% genuine with me, you cannot be in my life. I don't accept lies. He lied about the whole sex offender registration, but I didn't know he was a liar. There's a difference between telling a lie and being a liar. You know, people lie all the time. They'll say, you know, oh no, you don't look fat, or oh yeah, that guy you're dating, he's great, he's wonderful. Jeremy is a liar, so everything that he says is a lie, and I didn't know that about him. I've never spoken to the lawyers. I've said that before, but I don't have to talk to him because the person that I speak to talks to him, and so information comes back to me anyway. I don't even have to have a conversation with him. The last little thing that I heard that was interesting, and it's interesting because of something that I saw on this website, was that Vidler, okay, how do I say this? Someone told someone to get rid of some tickets. So something happened where Vidler was pissed off because he was telling someone that I know, I'm not getting into it, but he was telling someone that he was pissed off because some officers didn't show up at a court hearing or something, like a traffic court hearing, and all of these tickets against Metro State were being dismissed. And Vidler was pissed off because Jeremy was bragging. It wouldn't surprise me if Jeremy was doing that. He was trying to get as many tickets as he could. I don't know if Vidler was actually trying to get the tickets. I'm just telling you what I was told. So there's two different stories that I was told. So one story is the story that I guess came from Vidler, and he was saying that there were these court hearings and the officers were not showing up for the court hearings, and that's why the tickets against Metro State were dismissed. Okay, so that's the first story. The second story that I heard from someone else was, no, that's not what happened. That someone was getting the tickets dismissed. I don't know which story to believe. Again, I don't talk to Vidler. I don't know him, and I'm just gonna go by. I'm gonna say that the truth is probably somewhere in the middle. But I do know there was an issue with Vidler being very pissed off about those tickets, and Jeremy was bragging about those tickets. I've never seen that before, where someone from the top, as they say, is telling an officer to dismiss tickets, and then supposedly the officers that were supposed to be, taking care of the situation were not doing it in the right way. So it's just been a big mess, and I don't, if I hear anything else, I'll let you know. Oh my goodness, sometimes I don't know if I should just laugh or what. I feel like sometimes Jeremy is just a clown. Someone called him a sociopathic clown. I don't remember who said that, but it made me laugh. I save everything on my phone. I still have my old phones. I have phones from 2008, 2009, the old.
Anyways.
I said you're misleading by your terminology. That's what I'm saying, okay?
But that wasn't me.